Today's recipe is for when your gang wants something special, but you don't have the time to go through all of the steps. It's for lasagna, but made is a way that is different, but totally easier. It's sheet pan lasagna.
With all of the flavor, but with a lot less work.
We'll start by adding enough extra virgin olive oil to cover the bottom of a large preheated pan, at low-medium temp. When the oil comes up to temp, add 1/4 teaspoon of dried chili flake or dried red pepper flake. Then add fresh garlic that has been finely chopped. Depending upon your preference for garlic, a good starting point is 4 medium-sized cloves. The garlic should be allowed to become fragrant, but not overly browned, in order to keep it from becoming bitter. This should only take about 2 minutes. Next, add 5 ounces of baby spinach, either fresh or frozen will work. We want to wilt the spinach, while it absorbs the flavors of the pepper flake and garlic. Also, the wilting of the spinach makes it easier to blend it later with the other ingredients. Don't forget to season it lightly with salt and pepper. Make sure that all of the spinach is equally wilted. This should only take 2 minutes at most. We want to remove all of the liquid from the spinach. The easiest way is to use a strainer and spoon, and just press until all of the juices are released. This is an important step. If there is too much moisture when we add the spinach to the ricotta, we'll have a slurry. To a clean bowl, we're adding the strained spinach. Now add 1 cup of part skim milk ricotta cheese to the bowl. Lightly season with kosher salt and coarse black pepper. Then blend the spinach and the ricotta thoroughly. We want the flavor and texture of the ricotta to be fully blended with the spinach. Then put it aside. Clean your pan and reheat it over low-medium heat. Again, add extra virgin olive oil to cover the bottom of the pan. Once the oil is up to temperature, add 1 medium Italian red onion that has been coarsely chopped. Season the onion with kosher salt and coarse black pepper. And give it a good stir. When the onion has become tender, add 1 pound of hot Italian sausage. If you can't find bulk sausage, remove the casing from the sausage link. This way it can be totally blended in with the onion. Now would be a good time to start the pasta water, remembering to salt the water with 2 tablespoons of kosher salt for every 1 pound of pasta. Make sure to completely break up the meat, and continue to turn it occasionally, allowing it to brown lightly and thoroughly. As the meat browns, we want to break up the lasagna noodles. We'll be cooking them just a couple minutes short of al dente. Breaking them into 2-inch pieces works well, as you'll see later. Want to see our next new recipe? Click the subscribe button.
And also please give us a like. It generates revenue to support the channel.
When the sausage is lightly browned, add 1 cup of the pasta water to the pan. Then add the marinara sauce to the pan. You'll need a total of 4 cups. We've used our own homemade recipe, but you can use the store-bought sauce, straight from the bottle. Add the slightly undercooked and drained lasagna noodles to the pan. Mix the lasagna noodles so that all of the ingredients are completely incorporated. Add 1 cup of mozzarella cheese, reserving the remainder for later. Then add a half cup of Parmesan cheese, again saving the balance of the parm for later. The next step is going to get a little gooey, but don't worry. Just fold all of the ingredients in so that the cheese, and everything else, gets mixed completely. Thoroughly coat the sheet pan with extra virgin olive oil. It will firm up the bottom while baking, and make it easier to remove the lasagna. Your sheet pan should be about 11 by 17 inches for this size recipe. Then just fill the pan with the lasagna. Remember to preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, so that it's up to temp before placing it in the oven. Now randomly add dollops of the ricotta and spinach to the lasagna. And cover the pan with the remainder of mozzarella and Parmesan. Here's the list of ingredients for sheet pan lasagna. The first item is 32 ounces of marinara sauce. We've used our own homemade sauce recipe, but the easy way is to use a bottle of the store-bought variety. Then 4 large cloves of fresh garlic finely chopped, 1/4 teaspoon of dried chili flake, or dried red pepper flake, 5 ounces of baby spinach chopped, either fresh or frozen, 1 cup of part skim milk ricotta, 1 pound of bulk hot Italian sausage, or sausage, with casing removed, 1 medium Italian red onion, chopped, 1 pound lasagna noodles broken into 2-inch pieces, 2½ cups of shredded mozzarella cheese, 1½ cups of grated Parmesan cheese, 1 cup of pasta water, from cooking the lasagna noodles, kosher salt and coarse black pepper, and of course, extra virgin olive oil.
And for a hard copy of these ingredients with complete directions, use the download link that's in the Show More section.
It should take about 30 minutes to bake the lasagna. You'll know when it's done by the bubbling cheese, when the pasta is tender, and the top is lightly browned. Then simply cut into squares and serve.
Serve it in portions of a square or 2, depending on the person's appetite. Then garnish each serving with fresh basil and some more Parmesan cheese.
Bon appétit! Here are a few more tips and recipes that you may find interesting. Also, check out our website, aquickrecipe.com, for more interesting cooking ideas.
Thanks for watching. See you next time on our YouTube channel, A Quick Recipe.